I'm a practicing heart surgeon in New York City, and today's topic is very, very near and dear to my heart. No pun intended. It's actually something that I talk about with almost every single one of my patients who has an upcoming operation. It's also something that I talk about at home with my parents and my wife. And so, I am going to do a little bit of a public service announcement here for all of our seniors out there. As a heart surgeon, I am begging seniors to please stop this one habit. This one habit is, to me, probably one of the most deadly habits that we can have as humans. And yet, it's completely silent. You can't see it. You can't hear it. No one knows that you're doing it. And yet, it's killing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people around the world each and every year. And the worst part about it is it's completely preventable. Now, before I tell you what this one habit is, let me tell you a story. I had a patient. He was in his late 70s, super healthy, super active for his age. He was actually a marathon runner, and he was running marathons well into his late 60s and early 70s. So super healthy guy, takes great care of himself. Doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, eats really clean, works out all the time. But, unfortunately, he had a sudden cardiac death while he was out jogging one day, and so his family ended up making the decision to donate his organs. And he became a donor, and I ended up operating on him, doing the surgery on his heart. Now, when you do a surgery like that, after the surgery is done, you actually get to keep the heart if you want it. Now, I didn't take his heart because I already have one and I don't need another one. But some surgeons do take the heart and they actually put it up on a shelf in their office or in their home just to remember the patient, and to remind them why they got into medicine in the first place. And so, this surgeon who operated on this man took his heart and he put it on a shelf in his office. Well, he was a thoracic surgeon, meaning he operated on the heart and lungs. And so, he operated on the heart, but he wasn't necessarily an expert in the heart. And so, a few years later, this surgeon retired, and he left the practice and he moved away. And eventually that heart ended up being thrown out in the trash, because no one knew what to do with it. And it was such a tragedy, because this man lived such an amazing life, and ultimately died doing what he loved the most, which was running and exercising. And yet his heart ended up in the trash. So what is this one habit that I am begging all seniors to stop? It's smoking. Now, some of you might be thinking, smoking. That's old news. We all know smoking is bad for you. But the truth is, smoking is still the #1 cause of preventable death in the United States and around the world. It's responsible for hundreds of thousands of deaths each and every year, if not millions. And the truth is, more seniors smoke than any other age group. In fact, 1 in 5 smokers are over the age of 65. And the sad thing is that these smokers often think that since they've already lived their life, they've already caused enough damage, and now it's too late to quit. And unfortunately, the message hasn't gotten through to them that smoking is truly one of the worst things that you can do for your body. Now, the good news is, if you don't smoke, then you're already ahead of the game. But if you do smoke, it's never too late to quit. The benefits start immediately. Within 20 minutes of your last cigarette, your blood pressure and pulse rate begin to drop. Within 12 hours, the carbon monoxide in your blood is back to normal levels. Within 2 weeks to 3 months, your lung function begins to improve. You begin to breathe easier, and you begin to feel less short of breath. Within 1 to 9 months, your risk of a heart attack drops significantly. And within 5 years, your risk of stroke is now the same as someone who doesn't smoke. And within 10 years, your risk of lung cancer is cut in half. So, the point is, Even if you've smoked your entire life, it is never too late to quit. And by quitting, you can add years onto your life. And you can prevent a lot of suffering and heartache for both you and your family. Smoking damages every organ in your body. It causes strokes. It causes heart attacks. It causes lung cancer. It causes chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. But most importantly, it causes suffering. It causes you to be in the hospital. It causes you to miss time with your family and friends. It causes you to not be able to enjoy your retirement. And the worst part about it is it's completely preventable. Now, I understand that this is much easier said than done. And if it were that easy, then everyone would quit. But there are resources available to help you. There's medication available that can help you. There's patches, there's nicotine gum, there's counseling. There's all kinds of things that can help you make that process much easier. And I urge everyone who smokes to at least consider quitting. Consider what would happen if you lived 5 more years, 10 more years, 15 more years. Consider how much more you would be able to accomplish, how much more you would be able to see and do and experience. Consider the impact it would have on your family and your friends. And I promise you, once you start thinking about those things, it will make the process of quitting that much easier. And please don't think that just because you've already reached retirement age, that it is too late. It's never too late. In fact, some studies show that people who quit later in life actually live longer than those who quit earlier in life. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. And as always, take care of yourself, because you're worth it.